When growing from seed, compost is key. You need a good quality seed compost with the right texture and the right moisture retention. Here I have a blend of 2 ingredients, and they are Melcourt Silver Grow. This is an RHS endorsed multi-purpose compost. It has a really good texture and it's a mixture of composted bark fines and coir fibre. What I do with this is mix it in with 30% vermiculite. This is a very fine professional grade vermiculite, which is 1 to 3 millimeters. Once mixed together, this provides you with the ideal compost texture and moisture retention. What we're looking for is something which, when formed into a ball, crumbles freely. If your local garden centre or nursery doesn't stock a good quality seed compost, what do? Well, here I have 3 multi-purpose composts, all known brands that I've picked up at my local garden centre. Multi-purpose compost like this, designed for pots and baskets, not necessarily ideal for growing seeds. Looking at these closely, they have lumps of wood, they're very coarse, the texture isn't ideal, and probably the moisture retention's not ideal either. If I form a ball, it stays, so it's not really the right crumbly texture I'd be looking for in a seed compost. There we have a solid ball. So how do we take that multi-purpose compost and turn it into something useful for growing seeds? The starting point is a garden sieve. I would put all of your multi-purpose compost through that sieve. You'll get a lot of lumps, a lot of coarse material, which isn't ideal. That's fine as a mulch on your borders, or adding it to your compost heap, or even mixing it in with compost in your containers and baskets. Not ideal for seeds, but what comes out of the bottom should all be nice and fine. This is a 5mm sieve, so we should end up with nice, fine, crumbly compost underneath. So here we have a comparison between the multi-purpose peat-free branded compost from our local garden centre, which has been sieved. After it's been sieved, it's been mixed with between 40 and 50% vermiculite to try and get the right texture. It's light, it's crumbly, it's pretty good. It's still a bit wet, it does still hold its shape, but on the whole, it's pretty good. You just want to be careful not to overwater too much. The Melcourt, by comparison, that we were looking at earlier, still very light texture, doesn't hold its shape, it crumbles freely, but this with the multi-purpose compost from the local garden centre is still a good substitute with enough vermiculite. I have had to sieve a lot of compost to get to this point, probably around 20 litres of compost to get 2 or 3 litres of usable seed compost. It's not the most efficient way to get seed compost, but it is usable. The remaining material will need to go either on the border as a mulch or on the compost heap so that it's not wasted. Certainly more efficient to start with something that's better quality at the outset.